traders, welcome to Trade the Structure. I'm just going to go over a little stock named Tieto Minerals. I think it's TIE on the ASX. We're going to start off with a weekly chart. I'm just going to walk through the price action and why I really like it. I think it looks really good. Okay, I think it's set to actually start to run higher and start to attack into new highs potentially. But I'm going to show you the way I'm going to attack it, the way I'm going to look for the entry signals, the entry setup, and what sort of price action I expect to play out. So we'll just go over some levels. We'll do that now. So this you can see is a nice little high low. Okay, so it held this level previously back in, was it June 2019, pressed up, expanded higher, contracted right back into the zone, held it again and had this really big expansionary leg higher. And that, that would have been tough on the trade, but the first pullback on the weekly, you've got this nice little pullback and then extended higher. Okay, everything, as long as it's holding above the MAs, it's looking really good. So since then, we've had a nice contractive phase, but it started to hold at a higher low just in here. All right, so that's what I like. And not only that, we've got some nice little consolidation or a nice little base that's held just through here, just above 30, 31 and a half and below. I'll say around that 38 to 40 zone. You can see that the price has corrected back in or pulled back right in. After that expansionary phase, it's had that contraction phase back in, but held this higher level, and we're starting to expand back up now. We don't know, at this point, we don't know whether we're going to keep expanding higher or whether we're just completely wrong. This is a lower high and we press down through 31 and a half. But what we've got is this the first pullback to the MAs. The MAs are crossed back up again on the weekly time frame, so giving a bit of emphasis to a move up. It's crossing back up. We're holding nicely on the MAs. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm not trying to guess what's happening. All I'm trying to do is see the price action and anticipate what I'm looking for. Okay, so if we go into the daily time frame now, because that's where we want to be trying to refine our entries, to refine our risk as well. Let's go into a daily. You can see the price action is a bit more, it's a bit choppy, but it's still holding quite nicely. So it's a bit indecisive at the moment. It's probably, considering what's happened just recently. You can see that's what we're looking for. So this is the zone that's starting to react up and off. We're starting to hold this on a weekly basis as a higher low, and we're starting to hold some minor higher levels on the daily chart as well. So what I'm really looking for, as long as we can hold that contractive, so it's got some higher lows, some lower highs, contracting in, and it's going to break one way or the other, you would expect. It's just we don't want to start to buy it and find out it starts to break lower and the lower highs hold, and then we're wrong completely on our thesis. Okay, we want to see this kind of action, what I'd like to see, anyway, what I'm looking for, if we can start to do this, hold, squeeze, and then go. And that's pretty much would be, an ideal entry of what I like to see it. And also once we start to get, if we start to break out and we get some a lift up in volume, that's going to be ideal. All right, so really you're not trying to guess. We're at this stage at the moment. It could still go either way. The weight of, my bias is to the upside because that weekly is starting to hold a higher level, and it's the first pullback in the weekly. Now we've had a couple of minor pullbacks on the daily chart, but this first pullback in the weekly, if we start to expand again and we get these inside levels on the daily chart, I think it's worth putting some risk at. So we'll see how this one goes. We'll keep an eye on it. If you do like the video, much appreciated if you can leave us a like, and if you haven't subscribed, feel free to do. There's going to be more free content coming out over time, and it'll just help us build that channel and help us spread the word a bit. So great guys, hope you enjoyed that, and we'll speak to you again soon.